Discuss with your partner. Is the relationship between the area covered by mold and the number of days a function? If so, write blank is a function of blank. If not, explain why it is not. Okay, so let's check the first one. Is the area covered by mold The area covered by mold is a function of the number of days. Okay, so to check that statement, we would be looking on the graph to see if for any given number of days, we have one and only one value for the amount of mold. And that makes sense, right? Any day that you wake up and you check the bread, you're not going to have two different levels of mold there. You're only going to have one. So we would say the area covered by mold is a function of the number of days because okay, and now to check it backwards, it would be the number of days Okay, the number of days is a function of the area covered by mold. Okay, so if the bread was like infinitely big and we could just keep doubling forever and ever and ever, then in like a purely mathematical sense, then this should be a function also. But because the bread has like a specific amount of area, then at some point the mold is going to cover the whole piece of bread, and then it's not going to be growing anymore. So in the real world context, we would say this is a function up until a certain point, at which case now the bread has been covered completely, and so there's many different days where you have the same amount of mold because all of the bread is covered by mold. So we could say something like this. Okay, so we could say something like this. The number of days is a function of the area covered by mold up to the point where all of the bread is covered. After that point, the same area of mold has many possible days as the output.